Titanic, the unsinkable tragedy on April 10th, 1912. The RMS Titanic, the largest and most luxurious ship of its time, set sail from Southampton, England, on its maiden voyage to New York City. Dubbed Unsinkable, it was a symbol of human ambition and modern engineering. The ship carried over 2,200 passengers and crew, from wealthy elites like John Jacob Astor IV and Molly Brown, to poor immigrants dreaming of a new life in America. With its grand staircases, lavish dining halls, and cutting-edge safety features, Titanic was the epitome of luxury. For 4 days, the voyage was smooth and pleasant. First-class passengers enjoyed elegant dinners and music, while those in third class, though less privileged, still found comfort in the ship's impressive accommodations. Meanwhile, Captain Edward Smith and his crew navigated the Atlantic, receiving several warnings about icebergs in their path. Despite this, the Titanic continued at near full speed, believing itself to be invincible. On the night of April 14th, 1912, the temperature dropped sharply. The sea was eerily calm, the sky clear, and the iceberg warnings went unheeded. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout spotted a massive iceberg directly ahead. He rang the alarm, and the crew desperately tried to steer the ship away, but it was too late. The iceberg scraped along the starboard side, tearing through the hull and flooding several watertight compartments. The damage was fatal. Titanic was going to sink. At first, few passengers realized the severity of the situation. However, as the bow began to dip, fear spread. Captain Smith ordered the lifeboats to be prepared, but there was a tragic flaw in Titanic's design. It only had enough lifeboats for about half the passengers. As panic set in, the order "women and children first" was given. First-class passengers had easier access to lifeboats, while many in third class were trapped below deck as water rushed in. Some men, desperate to survive, ignored protocol and jumped into boats, while others, like Benjamin Guggenheim, accepted their fate with dignity. The Titanic's band continued playing as chaos unfolded. Some passengers refused to believe the ship would actually sink until it was too late. At 2:20 a.m., after breaking in half, the Titanic plunged into the freezing Atlantic, leaving over 500 people struggling in the water. Their desperate cries filled the night, but in the freezing cold, most perished within minutes. Only 700 survivors in lifeboats remained. As dawn broke, the RMS Carpathia arrived, pulling them from the frigid sea. The world was in shock. How had the unsinkable Titanic been lost? Investigations revealed a series of fatal errors, ignored warnings, reckless speed, and a lack of lifeboats. As a result, new maritime laws were enacted to improve ship safety, ensuring that no tragedy like this would happen again. Today, the Titanic rests 12,000 feet beneath the Atlantic, a haunting reminder of human ambition, fate, and the power of nature. Over a century later, its story continues to captivate the world, a tale of tragedy, heroism, and lessons never forgotten.